How many of you here have something you love to do? Great. Everyone has something they enjoy. Everyone has something they enjoy, but they don't know their passion on it. My goal here today is to help you learn the true meaning of passions and learn to find and against a passion. Let me introduce myself. My name is Animish. I was talking for young memory. I debuted as an author by publishing my first book, Fish Ghetto, last year, April. To my experiences writing, illustrating, and publishing my book, I wanted to understand how to find and advance a passion is one of the most important learnings. Things that helps you with purpose, goal, and helps you achieve fulfillment. Before we learn about that, let's dive into the meaning of passion. The literal meaning of passion, as Alice Limon, successful entrepreneur, explains, is derived from the Latin word passion, which means something. It's interesting because the Latin word shows us that a passion is tied to something you have a strong interest for. It's something you're willing to suffer. In the process of publishing my book, I've also understood a personal meaning of passion. Passion is not life, it's the force that drives your life. The true gravity of having a strong interest in something is much deeper than it seems. Your interests can be tiring and difficult, but they force you to push through those hardships and overcome them. In my writing career, I felt tired and burned out. One of the things that kept me going was my love for writing. It acted like a motivator and encouraged me to work harder and dedicate more time towards making my passion successful. Once you discover your passion, you'll invest more time into it than anything else. This is because passion is directly connected to purpose, like a branch to your tree. If you invest more time into your passion, you get closer to your true purpose. Now, how do you find passion? Well, it's a lot easier than you think. It starts with an innate sense of curiosity and moves to something better. Curiosity helps you try new things, which is the first step to finding passion. It's important that you try new things in moments when you don't feel inspired. Then this kind of drive isn't short-lived. It comes from taking a leap in consistency and commitment. You never know what something feels like unless you try it yourself. For example, when I was in elementary school, I decided to try out soccer because I was curious. That didn't go so well, because I almost got concussed within the first few weeks of playing. Almost got concussed within the first few weeks of playing. Looking back at that experience, I'm happy that I had the courage to try out soccer, because it encouraged me to try out things like painting, drawing, and eventually writing. My interest for writing sparked from a writing prompt that my fifth grade teacher listened to during virtual school in the pandemic. This writing prompt was a prompt that I ended up basing my first author. It's small things like a writing prompt that will spark your interest for something. But before deciding what you're passionate about, you have to ask yourself two essential questions. Number one, would you be still willing to pursue your passion if it meant that your hard work and dedication will comes? This question tests if you like your passion for the results it gives you, or if you're truly passionate about it. If you're truly passionate about something, there's no need to concern yourself about the results, because pursuing that passion leaves you more happiness than anything else. The second question you have to ask yourself is, would you be willing to sacrifice your time and other opportunities for your passion? Once you discover something you care about, it naturally rises to the top of your priorities, and in turn, you'll be willing to give up time and other opportunities for it. When something matters to you, giving up things for it doesn't feel like loss, because the happiness it gives you is worth a lot more than that thinking different. For example, when I was close to finishing my book, I didn't go to many of my friends' hangouts because I needed to stay home so I could work on my book. My passion made me feel so content that I was able to give up precious time with my friends. to stay the stuff club. After trying new things and asking yourself the two essential questions, you should have become close to or find your passion. While finding your passion is the first step, further and taking steps towards it makes it great. After you've found your passion, growth doesn't happen instantly. It takes small, consistent steps. Small steps promote action, confidence, and clarity in your futures. These small steps are compound into bigger and bigger steps. For example, if you're interested in cookies, don't start with a 5-course meal. Start with something small, such as a snack or a light dinner. Small steps make the foundation to allow bigger leaps, and you can decide what small step or big leap is for you based on your ability. For example, I'm taking my big leap by working on publishing my second book. Examples of big leap include trying to make challenge with your passion, putting more time and focus on it, or committing the opportunity that will end. In the end, all that matters is that you're making progress in the passion. Even though big leaps get you the most progress in the passion, here are also the hardest parts of developing it. If you take a big leap you're not ready for, it can bring you back to square one. That's why you have to be careful when you take leaps and always make sure you plan them. To sum it up, finding and advancing interest, the process shaped by curiosity, sacrifice, and consistency. By exploring new things when it's uncomfortable, this opportunity moves to something impactful. When you find what truly drives you, it becomes one of the strongest priorities, guiding your decision and shaping your life. Thank you.